I know. I know. I said I was trying to get my schedule back on track on here. And the worst part is not even for lack of filming. I've got a backlog of videos that I filmed during the week and then didn't get around to posting because I suck. Oh god, Neopets just ate my life for the past week. I am not even joking. I wish I were joking. I'm 34 and I still play friggin' Neopets obsessively, but okay, so apparently I've either been unaware of the charity corner event every year, or I miss it by like this much, or I don't really get how it works, so I just skip it. This year I actually looked into it, and when I saw what the prizes are for it, I was like, that most expensive one, I want that. Because the most expensive one on there, A, the prize lasts for a whole entire calendar year, whereas most of them are like a day or a week or something. And secondly, it's for like the Neopian stock market in the game, and normally the lowest end you can buy a stock in Neopets is when they're at 15 Neo points, and with this add-on, if you can earn it, it brings it down to 10, which honestly would be frigging fabulous, and I feel like I might just be able to make up my investment of how much money I spent on this fucking event. So, I mean, anyway. Oh boy, whole point of what they do. I think this is their way of trying to offset inflation in the game. Or, no, not inflation. The opposite of it, where the value goes down to like nothing. What is that called? I'm an airhead. I don't know what that's called. But you know what I'm talking about, where it loses all its value and is like $1, basically. So tons and tons of items go through this every year. And suddenly, for no apparent reason, it's like they go up in value, and now I know why, because of this friggin' event, because the whole point, they have everybody declutter their accounts and just throw away worthless shit. And because of it, that helps bring up the value because there's not as many of them in circulation. Now, there's a point system. I don't know if there's always been a point system for it, but different values of items had different values of points in the thing. Now, I figured I'm a friggin' pack rat on there, and I've been playing this stupid game for 20 effing years. Wish I were joking. Not joking. So I figured, oh, I won't even have to throw any money at this. I got this one, just frickin' watch. Yeah, and in the first week, it's a 2-week long event. First week I was just decluttering the shit that I had. That was like, it's not even worth anything. I can't even like sell it in the shop unless I'm gonna use it for like low-end trades. I mean, screw it. I'll throw them in here. That only brought me up to like maybe 2,000 points out of the 10,000 that I needed to hit the goal for the prize I want. I was like, oh, this is going to be a lot harder than I thought. So then I go looking into the price guides and the value guides and stuff and trying to figure out what is the most cost-effective way to do this. And initially, I'm thinking, alright, well, it'll take the least items, the most point-worthy ones there are, so let's look at those. Oh, yeah, that's not happening, so they're like low-end 70k. I was like, yeah, that's not gonna happen. So I look at the next rung down for top number of points each item's valued at in there, and I'm like, okay, I could do that. Now, if I'd started this day one, this might have been an affordable way to go about it, and I probably could have done a whole hell of a lot faster than I was, but I waited until week 2 to start throwing money at this. And very quickly, I figured out I'm going to run out of money long before I have enough points. This isn't gonna work. I can't do it this way. So I start looking at the other lower down point valued items and realizing their inflation is going through the roof and it is absolutely not worth it. And possibly cost more than the ones that I was running out of money on, so I was like, now what? So this left me with the lowest level items in the game to play with, the ones only worth 1 point apiece. Which meant I had to amass 8,000 of the little fuckers and manually put them in 15 at a time into the virtual machine to do the thing to convert them. It doesn't sound as horrible as it is, but oh my god, this literally was like every waking moment just about from the time I got up till when I went to sleep, with breaks to eat and bathe, and occasionally film something that I figured maybe I'll just let them process in the background and upload. Yeah, I didn't even get that far with them, so they're still on my iPod. Yeah, this has been my life for the past week. I finally hit my 10,000 last night, so I can have my life back now. Oh my god. When I got down to, like, the last 1,500, I was like, screw it. I don't care if I have to empty out my freaking Neopian bank account. Thankfully, this was not real-life money. Just throwing that out there. This is in-game currency. I don't care if I have to empty my bank account. Just fuck it. I want to be done. Especially because I'm running out of days. I think the last day is Monday. So I was like, it's only gonna keep getting worse and inflating more and more, even for these cheapest items. Oh my god, screw it. Go back to the ones that are worth 8 points apiece. So I blew like another 1.5 million to do this, and lo and behold, I'm freaking done! Holy shit. So relieved. I don't think I'm ever going to partake in this friggin' event again after how hellish that just was, or if I do, I'm gonna have to, like, strategize this from, like, here on out, just having crap tons and crap tons and crap tons of items in my safety deposit box on the game, and just hold on to everything between now and then. I have to see if there's, like, a maximum number of items you can put in there, because if there is, that could potentially throw a wrench in the works of this. So, I should also point out, inventory-wise on there, if you have more than 50 items at a time just sitting in your inventory where they're accessible, you can't buy new items. So, every time I hit 50, I had to stop, go to the machine, put them in 15 at a time, convert the damn things. Oh my god. Oh my god, this is so not worth it. Like, oh my god. And up until a few days ago, you had to put them in one at a time, manually. And you had to do it in sets 10 then, so they made it marginally less clusterfucky, but I mean, it's still terrible. Would not recommend, I don't think. Like I said, I don't think I'm gonna partake in this in future years unless I go into it real goddamn well prepared and am ready to throw a lot of time at just putting the things in the machine. So how's your week been? I wish I could say that we're the end of this hellish thing, but no. After I finished this and was sitting on cloud 9 on my high horse of, oh my god, I actually did the thing, I didn't realistically expect I'd be able to do it, but I am just that stubborn, and once I started throwing in-game currency at it, I was like, well, I didn't do this for nothing, so we're going all in. But, so after this, I noticed, like, this big-ass piece of fluff under one of the keys of my keyboard, and that is freaking gross. So I used, like, the edge of a nail file trying to, like, wedge that out of there, but I could see there was, like, more under it. So I tried to pop the key off. And in doing so, I apparently severed the little connector in, like, the cushion thing that makes the key go up and down, and shorted the fucker out. This was my J key. I kind of need that, since my name, I can't even type my name without the J key. Thankfully I have a USB keyboard that I just plug in and go, but it's like high action, so I mean, it's doing a number on my hands already. It hasn't even been 24 hours, so for the time being, I bought another USB keyboard from Amazon that'll be coming tomorrow that's like low profile keys, so it should be more like the onboard one, but I'm thinking, what the hell am I gonna do? It got worse by morning. Sometime between when I went to bed and when I got up, now none of the keys work, so whatever shorted out in that one, shorted out the entire goddamn keyboard. And I thought the mouse pad too, until I plugged in a USB mouse, used that for a couple minutes, unplugged it, and then the one in the computer started working again, so I don't know what's up with that. The keyboard still doesn't, but really? So I'm googling how to fix this, and I uninstall the drivers, restart, let it reinstall drivers, blah blah blah. Doesn't make a damn difference. Restart again. I do all the different things that it recommends, and I'm down to replace the freaking keyboard, and I'm like, I've never opened up one of my laptops before, so this is just making me shit bricks thinking about doing this. Because I really don't have a single fuck what I'm doing. I don't know. I used to open up my desktop computers and swap things in and out of them, no problem, so I imagine it can't be that different. It's just more compacted in there, and if you get one thing wrong, you fuck everything up. But I mean, other than that, you know, it's not that high of stakes or anything, just my income depends on it. But, yeah, that is like, without a working keyboard, I can't do like 1/3 of what I do to earn the money to place it. So, I mean, my first thought was, fuck it, I'll go cash the rest of my savings bonds and just like buy a new computer. But by morning, I was thinking, yeah, I'm overreacting. I'm not gonna go buy a new computer just because the keyboard. Let's see if I can replace the keyboard first. And I looked up videos on how you do that with the model of computer I have, or at least as close to it as I could find. It's like in the right family of HP pavilions. So, I mean, the screws may be in slightly different places, but it's the same gist of it. It looks like there's one screw on the back you take off, you slip off the back cover, there's 2 screws in there that hold the keyboard in, you take those little suckers out, you push up the keyboard through the bottom to pop it out, you unhook the ribbon connector, you stick the new one in, you reconnect that, push it down, clip it in place, put the screws back in, and you're good to go. It sounds easy. I'm still terrified that I'm going to break it in the process, but at the same time, I'm like, a $15 replacement piece and doing it myself versus A, going somewhere to have it professionally done and probably spending at least $200 for this, which every time I've ever done that, when I found out how it's done, I realized I could have done that myself easily for way cheaper. So, that I kind of am not that on board with just taking it somewhere to be done when I'm like, I'm capable of doing the thing, I'm pretty sure. Or buy a new computer, low end for the equivalent of what I have now. Bottom of the barrel, $700. So that's not happening because I don't have $700 right now unless I go cash savings bonds, which I'd rather not do unless it's actual emergency. There are no other options of which to take. So that's on the back burner. That's plan B if I break the damn thing. But I really hope it doesn't come down to that because that'd be really bad. Yeah, that. So, guess I'm gonna make my poor little computer a guinea pig. Downside, if I do break it and have to replace it, Windows doesn't come with Windows Movie Maker anymore, so my intros will be gone, and I don't know how the hell I will even edit my videos, because I don't have other video editing software. I'm not looking into buying a Mac, sorry, they're too expensive for me, so yeah, any freebie alternatives or cheap alternatives that actually work well, let me know, because this may become relevant sooner than later if this gets screwed up, which I hope it doesn't. I'd kind of like to keep using the computer that I have right now, especially because my stuff's on it, but, yeah, that. So that's been my week again. How has you guys this week been? Hopefully better. So I'm gonna skedaddle. Maybe this will actually go up today. If it doesn't, I'm filming this on Saturday, so depending on when it goes up, this was filmed Saturday. So I don't even feel like doing the outro. I'm just gonna hit stop on this because I'm babbling.